Okay, so now that we've gone over all of the foundations of working with the mixer brushes and using the color palettes that I've provided, now I'm going to show you how to make your own color palettes. And it is super easy, super fun. And first of all, we are going to start off with the palette maker brushes. So if you got one of my collections and downloaded it, this will probably be included. But if not, I'll have the link just down below in case you're using a wet paint brush from, say, a tutorial collection. So you can just double click that to load it up into Photoshop or load it up via your window here. I've got my brush window, top right corner, click import brushes, and then I'll navigate to the palette makers. So I'm going to open that up. Now, I will tell you that you do not need these brushes to make your own palettes. You could simply take a regular brush, any brush you want, and just put some color next to each other on the canvas to create your own palette. The brushes really do operate like a regular brush. You know, you've got a brush, you've got an empty brush, and you need to put some paint on it. So you can put your paint down on your canvas or on your little palette if you're working in real life, and it's the same thing with Photoshop. But I created these brushes. For me, I like them because they put lots of little dots of color next to each other, and I think that it tends to make some really dramatic, cool brush strokes. So I've got those brushes loaded up here, and we're going to kind of go through them. So the first one is Palette Maker Color Jitter 0. And we're just going to be using our regular brush tool over on the left-hand side. And let's see here, I'm just going to grab like a pinkish color. So if I just paint it like this, we can just see it's just the color. But then let's move over to the Color Jitter 1. So that's going to paint this pink with a little bit of hue saturate, or a little bit of like brightness contrast jitter, and you know, add a little bit more contrast, a little bit more drama. Then we move to Color Jitter 2. And it's just stepping it up a level. So we are going to just go through here, and we're just using one color. So that's really cool. And we're going to see how far it goes. And this is to 5, and it gets really crazy. So then we got the hue, kind of changing hues and everything. But that's just how easy it is. Now, we could leave it like this or even add more colors. You know, it's your choice. So you can just do whatever you want. But I'm just going to grab a mixer brush tool here, and I will use a sample from all of these different color palettes and just show you the difference. So of course, if I sample, now notice that I have my layer selected where the color is that I'm sampling from. If I option click on this layer, this is the one color. And if I make my brush stroke, we can see really simple, really plain, nothing too exciting. But if I sample from the second one, now we're going to really get some of the detail of the brush in there. So let's move on to the third. Okay, now we're getting a little bit more dramatic. Let's go to the fourth. And now we see that color jitter in there. Let's go to this one. All right, so we see, you know, how it's getting more dramatic. And then this one's got a lot of different colors. That's wild. So that's how those work. And then you've also got then it moves into the foreground and background color jitter. So just having my brush tool here, and I'm going to take my background color and flip that up, and I'm going to put like kind of a orangey gold. So now I've got this pink and an orangey gold. So I'm going to move to my Palette Maker Foreground Background Jitter 0. So this is going to make a color jitter between the foreground and the background. And it's not really going to change too much, but you are going to see the colors in between those two colors. And then now the same thing, if I go to number 1, it's stepping up the intensity a little bit, the hue, the brightness, jitter, and then we can go to number 2, number 3, and number 4. So that just lets you have the jitter between those two colors. And you can make color blends a little faster that way. So I'm just going to grab a mixer brush here and grab a sample from one of these. And now we can, oops, let's grab my actual mixer brush here. I think I grabbed one from my wet gold collection. So I'm going to option select on that layer to load that color up. And then now we can see the colors. So basically what you can do is use these to create your own color blends. So you don't have to use any particular combination of them. Say I can take my palette maker color jitter 1 and I want to add some nice pink in as my base. And now maybe I'm gonna grab the color jitter 0 because I don't want any jitter. And I'm gonna pick like a nice purple and add a little bit of purple in there. And then same thing, I can just change my color. Maybe I want some like gold, an orange gold in there. So I can just add some of that. So I could just make it exactly how I want. Or I could take my foreground and background, pick like a purple, and add some more colors. It'll add some more tones in between there. So these are just to give you an idea. And now if I get my mixer brush, I'm going to option select, load that color up, and then there is my brush stroke. So it's all about experimenting, playing. But what is really cool about this technique is it's not just relying on color jitter during your brush stroke, because you can control exactly what colors that you want in your brush stroke. So by whatever we put here in this little, circle area that gets loaded up into the brush, that's exactly what's going to come out of our brush stroke. And what's cool is because it's always different around the edges, this brush stroke might look different if you're going from bottom to top, from top to bottom, from left to right, because of, the variation in colors around the edges. So very cool, very easy to make your own color blends and just have loads of fun with that. So in the next video, I am going to show you how to sample colors directly from images and expand your options even more.